was 2 hours ago. I am so over that. I mean, I did tell you to go fuck yourself pretty hardcore over and over, but like that was like an hour ago. You're great. I don't care. So I get over things within
I'm with
3 minutes. Like that's just me. So I don't like get outraged or just, I don't have that personality. I don't know. The world has like a lot of real problems, but listen,
I agree.
we're now seeing a lighter, gentler, very pleasantly edited Erica, and people aren't really nailing her to the cross as much as they used to. They still do. So, Kyle, the good news is we'll get over this. I think if she's on the fence of wanting to come back or not, I think this could be her like, it's just time. But I mean, I've gotten other people that are like, don't kid yourself, Kyle's not going anywhere. And I listen, she's not getting fired. And I don't think she's walking out the door and quitting anytime soon. I could see Kyle eventually saying, I'm going to leave, but only like one season. And then her saying like, okay, that was dumb. I'm going to come back. I still stand by. I think Dorit is the one on the chopping block after this. I think for the same reason Jackie Goldschneider was. It's like when you have a very tight group of people like Jackie and Margaret and Melissa that will never go against each other, you got to mix it up. I mean, I think this Fox Force 5, which is 4 on the show, I still think Dorit is going to be the one that's on the chopping block. Love her. Don't wish it upon her. I'm sticking to that. I'm sticking to my opinion.
Well, I think, I don't think you're wrong still. I think.
You think I'm right. And by the way, you like mentioned Rinna and how Rinna had this whole thing with Dubai and she had posted her apology. I mean, and now we've all moved on. I mean, she's basically saying like, I'm grieving. Now, a lot of people have come for her and said, how dare you use Lois's name as an excuse? And people got really upset. I mean, it's her mother. I think she could use her name how she wants.
Oh, totally. But I only find this interesting because I enjoy the back semantics of this. So do we think, because Rinna's sort of, after that whole thing about Dubai, if you want to watch paint dry, go watch Dubai, which I'm sure you and I will talk about it. But by the way, I mean, the ratings are so low. I mean,
it ain't good, honey. It ain't good.
So, okay, there was that back and forth, but then Rinna kind of doubled down again and put up another post about basically like, you can have all your opinions about me, but like, screw you. Like, I'm still going to say what I want to say. So she sort of kind of,
she said something like, literally had the word fuck in it. She's like, if you all don't like this, fuck off.
Which was basically in response to, her argument is Garcelle is an even player on the show. We all come for each other. And every time we come for Garcelle, it is not racist. It's not labeled racist. If you want bland vanilla, nobody fights, go watch Dubai. And then of course they said, whatever, everybody from Dubai dragged her, which was great for ratings for Dubai, by the way, but I don't know if it's going to help at this point. But my point is, why do you think Rinna posted? Because Rinna knows exactly, to me, she's a genius. She knows exactly what she's at. So do you think that was Bravo calling and saying, okay, look, we get your point, but we don't want any more race talk. Let's just, apologize or whatever, take these things. Because I mean, she deleted posts on her IG and then used the whole grieving thing. Or do you think it was just maybe personally she got a lot of backlash and she really is grieving and she just lashed out?
These are really tough questions. Now, here's the thing. I still don't understand I don't understand the Dubai reference. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Why Dubai? Why not OC? Why not New York? Why not what? So like, is it well known that Dubai is supposed to be a boring franchise? Is that like a well-known thing? Do you understand why? I don't understand.
I thought she did it because Dubai is being aired at the same time that Beverly Hills is. And
right after.
It can't really hold a candle to what's going on in Beverly Hills. That's kind of what, I mean, to me, it's like, why are you going to bring up New York? We don't even know where New York stands. That's like not even a franchise anymore. OC is done. Nobody's talking about the OC.
Nobody.
So I thought Dubai was like, I thought it was a good dig, but also maybe, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how calculated. I mean, I think you can go down the rabbit hole of thinking, oh, this is calculated, that's calculated.
I agree though. I think Rinna knows exactly what she's doing. I think there's no here's the only thing is like she's not a newbie. So I could see Bravo calling her and her being like, fuck off. I am not using my mother as an excuse and posting. I don't know if Rinna's so manipulatable to post something when she doesn't want to. I mean, she's the second oldest on this show as far as length of time after Kyle. Like Rinna's the second OG on the show. If you want to go in order, she's never going to be fired. She's not going to be fired. So I don't know if Rinna would say, okay, let me post this. I think she would say, go fuck yourself to Bravo.
So what
Like Bethany could do that, like LVP. Like there's people that just say, like, I'm not Southern Charm season 1, okay, like let me do what I'm told. I think Rinna would be like, go fuck yourself.
Okay, so what do you think changed for her to post that? Or do you think she
maybe the backlash? Because look, I mean, at the end of the day, Rinna cares about Rinna Beauty. She cares about our HOBH paycheck. She cares about Amelia's paycheck. She cares about Delilah Bell's. So I think maybe she's like, I better backtrack and soften this. And,
that's a good point. Yeah, I forgot about Rinna Beauty.
I mean, that's Rinna Beauty is a real thing, honey. I mean, like, really. So, but look, she issued the apology, and I don't know where we go from here, but that's a far cry from her post before, where she's like, if you don't like what I'm saying, go fuck yourself. And I see all your comments, and I said this about Dubai, and all of them could go fuck off, and all of you can go fuck off. I actually don't care. Fuck off. Is really what she said.
I mean, look, the reality is that's how we know she really feels. That's how, I mean, I think without a doubt, that's exactly how she feels. I also think at this point, I used to think that to some degree that maybe Kyle and Lisa and Erica were friendly perhaps with Garcelle off the show and maybe Sutton, but I actually don't believe they are. I mean, Kyle kind of skirted around. She hasn't spoken to Garcelle since the whole airing of, that scene where she was kind of laughing about what Erica said to Garcelle's son. And then she blamed it on the time change. I mean, we all know you could send a text, you could send an email, you could, leave send a voicemail. Hey, Garcelle, it's Kyle, whatever, I think it's pretty obvious there's no love. I don't think they like each other. I think they all know that they make good television together.
Garcelle and Sutton are friends, and
yeah, and Crystal, I guess. I think Crystal's a part of that group. But I just think there's no love lost, which is really obvious between Garcelle. I mean, I don't think Rinna likes Garcelle. I think Rinna knows Garcelle is great for the show, but I think we know how Rinna really feels.
I feel Garcelle and Sutton are just two great additions. I mean, they